Hey, it's Chris again with C&H Auto Accessories coming from Margate, Florida. And what do we have today? Well, if you recall, when I was at the last show in SEMA, I was talking about the new Bak Flip MX4TS. That's a T-slot. And I ordered a whole bunch of these covers. Well, they're all coming in now, and I'm finally making some videos, and it's a great product. Boy, you're gonna really like it. But before we get started, take the time, hit the like button now, get it out of the way. I'll wait for you. Did you get it? Okay. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By the way, if you have questions, you can always ask on the bottom, or if you want a quick answer, call the store. We have quick and good answers. So come on over here. By the way, John, our general manager, is behind the camera, and we got a nice Chevy Silverado over here. And again, I'm going to go over some of the differences on this cover versus the regular one. I had a customer actually call me a few minutes ago, and he bought the regular MX4, and I was like, I told him I really think you should get the MX4TS. He didn't buy it from us. And I said there's a lot of changes on this that I really like. Now it is a little bit more, but not that much more. So before I get started into how it works, we're going to go into how it looks. And how it looks actually is part of some of the differences. For example, this is going to have a built-in T-slot. This is new. They also changed the finish on here, and they put a stronger finish. The regular one's just a regular, kind of like your, it's not real, it's kind of like a powder coat finish, but it's just a texture finish. This here, on the other hand, is a Line-X finish. A lot better for preventing scratches and stuff like that. It looks a little better, by the way. It's basically, it made the cover a lot stronger. Now, it's still going to have the 400-pound weight capacity as before, the 5-year manufacturer warranty. Of course, if we install it like we did today, we will double the warranty to 10 years. Very good warranty on this. Now, we do put a 1-year labor guarantee on our work as well. Now, this is a 3-fold cover, not a 2-fold, and I'll get into that just in 1 minute here. Now, before we get going, you'll see how this fits really nice to the tailgate. It does come over it. Now, why is that one better? Well, as you know, none of these covers are waterproof, and I do have to go through these conversations with customers on a regular basis, even though they seem to think they're buying submarines from me. They're not waterproof. If you get a bad storm, you're going to find water in your bed, and that's on all the products out there. If a salesperson is telling you it is waterproof, they're either incorrect because they don't know better, or they're just plain old lying to you. Here I'm going to tell you the truth. Before you spend $1 with me, you're going to know the truth on everything, the pros and cons. I tell you all the good stuff, I'll tell you the bad stuff. Now, it is one of the better ones for water. That is true, and it does a very good job of keeping the water out. Is it going to keep all the water out? No. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and open this thing up, and I'll show you some other great features. So first of all, if you look here, there is a passenger side and driver side release mechanism. And why is that better? Well, wherever you're standing, you can open the cover. For example, John and I were just discussing where we want to open the cover. Well, so John said, you know, it look better if your truck's behind us instead of this minivan over here. And he's right. So I'm on the passenger side. Plus, if you're in a highway, you pull off this side of the road, all the traffic is on the one side. You want to get into the other side, it's safer. Now, if you look over here, you see there is a nice little seal here, and that does a very good job of keeping the water out. Also, if you look here, it does have a dual setup. I know sometimes some covers only have one lock. This has 2 locks, which is nice. So let's go ahead. Now, if you look over here, you can see the drainage system. And if you want, go ahead, John, go ahead and zoom in on that side. Now, if any water gets past the seal that's on the cover, instead of going into the bed, it catches in this drainage system, and there's tubes in the front. We'll show you in a second where it'll drain the water out. So let's go ahead and now, as you open it, you just again pull the little lever. Now, if you want to drive with it partially open, just like this, you can. It has these nice little safety straps that goes right in here, and this keeps it from the wind catching it while you're driving down the road. So when they're not in use, basically that goes right in here. Now this is going to go all the way up, and it's going to lean right up here. So now if you notice, it's not blocking the camera or the third brake, and you can drive with it all the way up. So basically that slides in there, locks in place. So you got both sides. Now you always want to do both sides here. I see people all the time driving down with one side. Now what's nice is, since it sits below the cab, the wind doesn't really affect it very much, which is nice. And when it's up like this, it does act as a headache rack. Now if you're not familiar with that term, it basically protects your rear window from something in the back going forward. So if you have your family back there and you have this up like this, you know they're protected, which is really quite nice. So go ahead and close this up. Good. Very, very easy. Now you don't need to slam these, you just close them normally. Now, because this has the T-slot, If you look behind here, my truck here has T-slots. And you could put on like these tall racks on here. It would work really good with this. And these are actually the Elevate System by Truxedo. I do recommend for this setup. Now you can go with a lower set, but you won't be able to open the cover. So you would have to get something with a quick release setup. Basically Rhino Rack or Thule have quick release where you can take them off and on very, very fast. Something like this. These are 3 different heights. Right now it's at the lowest height, which is 18 inches, and it goes 23 all the way up to 28. At 23 and 28, this would clear no problem. At the 18, it would clear the first panel, but as you go further back, it probably won't. So again, this is set up so you can double the usage of your bed. Having those racks on there, you want to put a ladder up there, or in my case, I have a 13-foot kayak that I put across there. It makes life so much easier. Great feature. I love this cover. I'm going to put a link of this product at the bottom of this YouTube video. Click on the link. It will show you how much it is. You can either order from the website or call us up and order it directly over the phone, or come to the store like this customer did, and we'll install it for you right away. We generally get, this was actually in the store, so he got it within an hour put on there. Well, it took 2 hours to put on, but most of the time we get the stuff the next day, not too long. Again, I'm Chris with C&H Auto Accessories, and this is a review of the Bak Flip MX4TS on a Chevy Silverado 5.8 bed. And again, don't forget, like and subscribe. Thank you.